Really glad I read it. It's kind of going down. Taking over my life a little bit. And guys, what's going down right now? You're telling me this is $25? Hello, hello! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lauren if you haven't met me yet. Today's video, I thought what better than to do a reading vlog. I have so many books on my physical TBR that I would love to get through, and this week is just the perfect week to do so because I have a week off of work and it's finals week for my classes, but I already took one final yesterday. I have one more tomorrow, and then I have a final project due on Friday. But other than that, we're literally good. We have all this free time to read before I get back into working next week. So I have quite the little stack of books on my physical TBR, but I did pick out a few priority reads that we would love to get to this week. So I'm gonna walk through those with you guys real quick. First of all, we have Finale by Stephanie Garber. This is the third book in the Little Caraval trilogy. Obviously the final book, as we know by the title. Guys, I've read the other two books in that little series, and I thought they were kind of cute, but not too much of my favorite, honestly. The reason I read the series in the first place is because I wanted to read the Once Upon a Broken Heart series by her, and I knew that there was a spoiler for that series at the end of this one, so I'm reading it first. And once I get through this one, I can read that series, so super excited. They're not like bad books or anything, they've just been like a solid 3-star. Very, very YA. But yeah, we could totally go for this one. Next, I've been really wanting to get back into the Boys of Tommen series. Completely switching genres here, but you know, I love the series so much. I read Saving Six, the third book, back in like January or something, and so I've been missing being in this world with these characters. Every single other book that I've read so far, the 3 other books in the series, have all been 6-star reads. So this one could be an excellent choice because I'm sure it's gonna be even better. I've heard even better things about this one than the other books somehow. Then kind of random, I've just been in like kind of a rom-com mood, so I wanted to go ahead and pick up another Emily Henry book. This is Book Lovers by her, and yeah, I've had this on my physical TBR for a while. I just have been craving a simple summery romance. Like, the temperatures are warming up, it's feeling more summery, and I feel like this one could really hit the spot. And then another book we've got here, this is kind of a big commitment. It's about, I think it's over 800 pages, but that's fine. We've got the last Crescent City book by Sarah J. Maas. Guys, if y'all know me, y'all know I absolutely love Sarah J. Maas. She's my favorite author of all time, and all of her series just hold such a special place in my heart. I truly think Crescent City is so underrated, honestly. It like ties all of the other series together into a neat little bow, and I feel like this is just her fun series. We've got like every fantastical creature you could think of all thrown in. We've got like a murder mystery plot with this extreme world building. It's an urban fantasy, and I just can't wait to get through this one. I want to read it before the new ACOTAR books come out in the fall and next year, and I also want to reread ACOTAR, but obviously we want to read this one first. So yeah, we've got a nice little selection that we could choose from for today's video. Without further ado, let's just get right on into it. Good morning! It is a new morning today, and I thought I wanted to start a little bit of a reading vlog for you guys, so here we are. It's kind of been a relaxing morning so far. It's currently 10:45 in the morning, and I've just been sitting here on my couch in my new house. If you guys followed along with the moving vlogs, you would know a little bit of what's going on, but literally we feel so much more comfortable in this house. We love it. So I thought what better way than to do a new reading vlog within this home, and of course I had to pick up none other than Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh, the 4th book in the Boys of Tommen series, and this is quite easily the biggest book in that series so far that I've read. This one is around 700-800 pages, and the words on the pages are all just like minuscule, but that's no problem whatsoever, guys, because let me tell you, I eat up literally every single word Chloe Walsh could write. This series means so much to me in my heart, and I have literally loved like every second of it. So far my favorite book was Keeping 13, then followed by Binding 13, then Saving Six, but I've heard amazing things about this one. I'm curious to see my thoughts and feelings on it. I'm currently on chapter 25, so obviously this is going to be a spoiler-free reading vlog. So we're following Joey and Aoife, who is Shannon's older brother, and his girlfriend, just their lives. Obviously we know that Joey and Shannon from the first book have this horrendous home life, and so we're following along these characters as they're navigating high school and their terrible home lives and other things that they're going through as they're growing up. I don't know, just something about it is just like everything to me. Every book so far in the series has been a 6-star read, honestly, and I needed that kind of feeling in my life at the moment, so hence why I picked this one up. But yeah, I don't really have many plans today other than to read a lot, so we're pretty much gonna sit here on the couch and read this book. We're gonna see where the story takes us, so come along. better not. Like, he literally has 3 months. Yeah, this teacher is in fact right. Okay, we just got to part 3. I fear stuff is quite literally hitting the fan. I accidentally got one part of this book spoiled for me on TikTok. And then again, also the, what do you call them? The little like trigger warnings in the beginning also like reiterated the spoiler. So I kind of know what's going on, but it's quite crazy to read about. Like, this is so many people's worst nightmare coming to light, and I'm a little bit scared for our girl here and Joey, but I obviously can't say what's going on. But and like, knowing what I know happened in the first 2 books in this series, John and Shannon's, we're getting like a little bit of background information on those 2 stories because these are happening chronologically at the same time. We're just following different characters now, and I love seeing these little snippets of John and Shannon, although it's like also kind of heartbreaking because if you read those books, you know what happened in those as well. Guys, I think we might just keep reading for a little bit, and then we're probably going to go and get ready for the day because I feel like I need to make myself a little bit, get myself a little bit ready, and then we could go possibly grab some lunch from somewhere. I also need to show you guys our new little pet that we've adopted. He's the cutest little thing ever, but there's a few little things we need to buy for him because we're going out of town this weekend, unfortunately. Guys, I'll tell you the whole story of why we adopted him at this specific moment. It was unintentional. We weren't planning on getting a pet. He just needed our help. So we'll get into that a little bit later in the video and you guys will get him to meet him. But for now, let's just go get ourselves ready and we're gonna have a great rest of the day reading and doing other fun things. Okay, so I tried to do a little something with my hair. I did kind of the slightest little makeup, but whatever. And then I did put on some jeans as well. So we are all ready to head out. I think I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A because it just sounds kind of good. I've been craving Chick-fil-A for like the longest time and I just haven't gotten it. So we're gonna go get probably a sandwich and some fries and a sweet tea and maybe a cookie. And we're of course gonna bring the book so we can read in the car. And then maybe, just maybe, we will hit up a bookstore. I'm not too sure. I do kind of need to save money at the moment because, oh my gosh, that reminds me. I need to introduce you to Ladithan, our new little pet turtle. He's so cute and I'll tell you the story of how we got him as well. But I have kind of dropped some money on him recently because he needed some heat lamps and a big tank and everything. You know what I mean? So let's go meet Ladithan. Alright, I don't want to get too close because Lad is kind of camera shy, but this is our little Ladithan. He's so cute. We got him this ginormous tank, and I'll tell you guys the story of how we got him. So our little lad did in fact jump off the rock. He's kind of hiding over here. He's a little shy still, but he, oh my goodness, I just have to tell you the stories of why we got this turtle, how we got this turtle, what the situation here is, because Tyler and I have never had a pet. Like, this is our literal first pet in our 3 years of being together. So long story short, we had like a hailstorm the other day and Tyler went on a run by the river kind of by our house and he came across this little bitty turtle in its shell roasting in the sun all the way inside, like tucked away, absolutely scared to death, kind of in this like drying up puddle that formed from the hailstorm. And he looked over and there was like a big dead mama turtle from the hail. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I literally can't leave this baby turtle to fend for himself. And so I took him here. That little bowl is where we at first had him, but obviously we had to give him a little bit of an upgrade. So I bought this 20-gallon tank for little Ladithan because that is about the recommended gallon size for his size. He's so cute and tiny. He's a 1 inch in diameter red-eared slider turtle, and so he's obviously an aquatic turtle, so we mostly have water in here, although I did my research. In fact, he's got a basking rock with a UVB light and a heat lamp as well for him. And we in fact had to put this paper on the sides because he was confused where the edge of the tank was, but he's doing his best, guys. He's eating his food, he's basking on his rock, he's swimming around, he's acclimating to us. You know, we at first would walk by his tank and he would be so scared and jump into the water and hide, but now he's more of like staying basking on the rock when we walk by. So we're getting there slowly but surely. We've had him for about 4 or 5 days in his tank now. No, when did we get his tank? We put him in his tank Friday night and it's now Tuesday. So he's doing pretty good given how small of a time he's been in this tank. You can see him back there. He's popping his little head. He's pretty shy, but he's so cute and we love him. So obviously I'm not a turtle expert, so let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Obviously I want to take the best care of him I can. But yeah, glad y'all got to meet our little Ladithan. His name is Lad, but I call him Ladithan, Taddy, Tad Thin, Tatterson, Tad, like literally everything under the sun. So here he is. He's being so shy. Here's his tank setup I've got. He's got this big basking rock with plenty of ease for him to step up. Don't worry, he can get up there easily. 5-inch deep water, and yeah, we've obviously got the lights for him up here as well. So he seems comfortable, but if something needs to change, let me know. Okay guys, I've pulled over. We've left the house, but I pulled over on the side of the road to tell you guys what we're doing here. So I decided we're going to Chick-fil-A. In fact, I am craving it so badly, and it's only 10 minutes from the house, so perfect. I will update you here. I got to page 149 today. I'm on chapter 33, and that's literally 100 pages right there, guys. Like, this is 150 pages. This book is long. Like, let me tell you, these pages are so thin. And guys, what's going down right now? Like, I literally can't. I'm like, oh no, our poor girl Aoife, like, what are we even gonna do here with this situation? And like, she can't tell Joey. Like, she feels like she can't tell Joey, but she needs to. And I think we're about to hit that point, and I'm getting nervous, and literally all I want to do is sit here and read this book and eat my Chick-fil-A. Okay, so let's head out. So let's go on our way. I need to place my order on the app though, so I can get my points. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Chick-fil-A app. I haven't used this in so long. I need to figure out the address we're going to too. I think it's this. Ah, wait, there's one that's literally even closer. Why don't I go here instead? Why can't we go here? This one's 8 minutes away, bruh. Yeah, we're going to this one instead. Let's see, start my order. Drive through. We want a meal. We want a Chick-fil-A sandwich meal, pickles. Next, choose a side. Chick-fil-A waffle potato fries, obviously. We want a sweet tea, large with light ice. Okay, we're good to go. Let's head out. I'll see you guys once we have our food. Guys, the bag is secured. The bag is secured. I asked for a sweet tea with light ice. I in fact got a sweet tea with no ice. But that's fine, because normally they like fill up the whole thing with ice like so packed tight and you barely get any tea, you know what I mean? So I just asked for light. But I think we're gonna put these little sunscreens up so we can eat in peace. Oh wow, look at that, nice and dark, just the way I like it, to be honest. So guys, this angle is really weird. You're in fact being blocked by my screen right here, but I have no idea how else to get this camera to go, so let me try something else. See, now you're just blocked by my steering wheel. Like, there's kind of no way to, unless we do that, but that's like really high up in the sky. Now you're just crooked, but oh well. Let's give a haul of what we got from Chick-fil-A. Genuinely like one of the best fast food restaurants. Of course we got fries. So we have the cutest little basket, and then we got the classic sandwich, just the regular with pickles, obviously. And yeah, good old-fashioned sweet tea. Okay, I literally feel like I've been reading this book all day. I don't know what the lighting is doing. I'm literally in the living room, like, hello. This lighting is so weird in this house. I need to figure it out, but what time is it? It's currently 3:49 in the evening, and or the afternoon, and I in fact have been reading this book all day. I'm currently in the middle of a chapter, page 192, in the middle of chapter, what the heck, 39. And guys, not much more has happened. Like, we're kind of just dealing with the same issues still, not gonna lie. It's very dragged out, but I'm not even complaining because, like we were saying in the beginning, I love every single word of everything Chloe Walsh could possibly write. Like, give me more of it right now, you know what I mean? So, but my eyes are feeling a little bit cross-eyed from sitting here reading the words on pages. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of an activity while we're reading. And guys, look, I have this gym puzzle. Y'all know, if you've been watching my videos, that I love doing these gym puzzles. And this one's just like a little cottage kind of scene. It was half off of $8.99, so basically like $4 or something. $4.50, and it comes with all of this stuff you could possibly need for it. So I'm thinking we might need to do a little bit of this gym puzzle while we're listening to the audiobook of Redeeming 6. I feel like that might be the move. Or hear me out, it's also a very beautiful day outside, so I could go outside and read on the back patio for a little bit. Could be doing that. Let's see where the day takes us. Do y'all see him? He's right there in the middle. He's so cute. It looks like his head is not on because of the way the water is, but he's so cute. Good morning, everybody! Whoop whoop! It is the next day, the very next morning, or should I say good afternoon, unfortunately. But guys, don't you fear, I have in fact been productive. Yesterday, I read so much of this book. I literally got to page, like, what the frick did I get to? Page 296. So we've read all of this much right here, and I'm on chapter 55. I fear the drama is somehow getting worse, in fact. Like, I thought some issues were about to get resolved yesterday whenever I last updated you. I think it was in the car going to Chick-fil-A. That was when I last updated you, and I was kind of talking about how these big issues are going on and discussions need to be had that aren't being had, but in fact, more drama has been occurring. But let me just tell you, I'm eating up the story so much. Like, I literally can't even put it down to save my life. Like, all day last night, this morning, I did, however, take my final, but no, my camera is beeping. It's about to die. This is so unfortunate. We're gonna try to speed through this little wrap up here, but yeah, I just literally can't even go on throughout my day without thinking of the story. It's kind of taking over my life a little bit, and I can't even lie, kind of has my emotions all over the place. So I think we're gonna continue to read this book just a little bit more of a slower pace than we are currently, just because, like I said, it's kind of got my emotions all over the place. If you read the story, the trauma these characters are going through, guys, like, it kind of hits deep sometimes. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a pause from this one just for the video's sake, and we're going to move on to another book that I really had on my radar. Let me grab it. Guys, I think we are about to pick up the finale by Stephanie Garber, the last book in the Caravel's trilogy, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. I was really excited about this one, and I do still want to get into it and see what this world is about, simply just so we can get to the last, or not the last, the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy. I'm really excited about that one, as you guys know. So, the last two books in the series were 3 stars. I have higher hopes for this one just because I've heard this one's one of the best books in the series from a lot of people's opinions on it, and just that the world building and everything just takes a step up somehow, which rarely happens, I feel like, in a third book in a trilogy. But I have high hopes, not gonna lie. So without further ado, let's just get to reading. Had to crack open an Alani because I'm freaking tired. I don't know what the problem is today, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Guys, what time is it? It is currently 2:19 in the afternoon, and I have a little bit of an update for you guys regarding finale. Well, that's right. I'm currently on chapter 11, Donatella's chapter, and I'm on page 83. And guys, so far, tell me why I'm actually like really enjoying this book. Like, honestly, I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna turn this light on. Oh, I can't. It won't let me turn the light on because I unplugged it. It's okay. The lighting in this house, I genuinely can't figure it out. Like, I feel like I need to get like a serious ring light because what is this lighting? But anyway, obviously this reading vlog is spoiler free, so I'm gonna kind of explain the plot of Caravel a little bit. Basically, Caravel, the first book in this little trilogy, we have this magical man. He's called the Caravel Master Legend, and he basically has this kind of circus game, traveling game thing that he's got going on, in which people go and they compete, and it's to win this one wish that he grants them. And he's kind of this magical, mythical man that it's kind of a whole mystery a little bit about what his story is here, and we unwrap that as the rest of the series goes on. But we have our two main characters, our two main sisters, Scarlet and Tella. They go to compete in this game of legends, and it's kind of one of those games where you're not sure what's real and what's fake, and you can easily get too caught up in the dramas of it. I thought the first book was cute. I also kind of enjoyed the second book. That was like they went back to the game of Caravel, and the third book, so far we've taken an even deeper turn of events in this little story. Like, Caravel may or may not be what it seems. We've got these magical fates that have appeared, and they're kind of trying to take over things, and so that's clearly a problem. There's also a little bit of a love triangle, which I'm actually eating up. Like, normally I'm not the biggest fan of love triangle, as we know, but in this one somehow I'm kind of enjoying it, actually. And then meanwhile, our other sister Scarlet, she kind of is having these like visions connected to the fates, in which she's learning more about like her own hidden past powers and her purpose in the story. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm really enjoying the way this one's going so far. Like, we're definitely adding a lot to the world building, and I really appreciated that it's kind of not just a copy and paste of the first and second book, and that we're in fact diving deeper into the story. So like I said, we're just on chapter 10. We haven't unwrapped too much, and I obviously don't want to give too much away here, but I feel like just the underlying themes in the story, especially in the first book with like sisterhood and everything, were really good. So we're gonna see where this one goes. Let's get back to reading. Oh, I did want to update you guys also. I've been working a little bit more on the like gym puzzle thing, and we've got some slight progress going on. Not too much, because I've just been kind of like audiobooking, redeeming 6 and doing the gym puzzle, but this book I've just kind of been sitting here locking in reading. So who knows, maybe we'll do a little bit of the audiobook and gym, or maybe we'll just, you know, sit down and read it. Oh, good morning. Can't really tell what you're looking at, but we're outside on the patio. It's the very next day, and let me tell you, I read so much of this book yesterday, like literally so much. Okay, I am now on page 320. I know, literally crazy work. And let me just tell you, I didn't realize, well, I guess I did realize this book was separated into like little parts. So I'm now almost to the end of the middle section, if that's focused, I can't tell. And we're about to be to the almost ending section. Literally, let me tell you, I am eating this book up like so much more than the first 2 books in the series, and for that, I'm so glad, because I don't know, like the books were good, they just weren't like anything great, you know what I mean? So this one, in fact, quite a pleasant surprise. So much has been going on. Let me see, I wrote down some thoughts. Oh, okay, so the whole thing with like the fates, it's kind of going down, and like I said before, I don't really want to go into too much detail. I just think that you guys should go read it yourself, but like the way the stakes are so much higher, and I just kind of needed that. I think the love triangle is still going strong, although I do have my personal side that I'm on, and I really do think that side is going to be the one that pulls through. The love triangle is with Tella, by the way, and then so we also have Scarlett, who her relationship with Julian is just everything. Like, I love that man. He would literally do anything for her, and also the fact that Scarlett is so selfless right now. Like, she's about to go do this thing that is going to probably save everyone, and I'm just like so scared for her, but like the plot is picking up, you know what I mean? And like obviously Julian doesn't want to let anything happen to Scarlett, but like he will support her in what it is that she wants to do, as long as she's safe. But so there's like conflict there. Oh, it's so good. So there's like this plan that's currently being enacted, and let me just tell you, I'm nervous. I'm quite nervous, but I'm excited. So let's get back into reading. To chapter 49, Donatella's chapter. We literally, I think we're 1 or 2 chapters into the almost ending section. For the way a YA book is typically written, this one right here is like more intense, I feel like, but also still reads YA. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just honestly thoroughly invested. Maybe it's the speed in which I'm reading it, because normally if I read a book quicker, I tend to be more invested in the plotline versus if I drag it out. I kind of get more back into the reality of my day-to-day situation, and I'm like, oh, it's not real, it's just a story. But like something about just sitting here all day and taking time to really delve deep into the story and pick up on these little pieces, and we don't forget about anything because we're just reading it back to back. Like, it's just hitting so much harder for some reason, and maybe that's why I'm enjoying it a lot more, I'm not sure. But literally, like, this story is turning out so well. We're kind of having this like moment of truth with our love triangle. We're getting more kind of like behind the scenes stuff about what happened in the history, and the way this entire trilogy is tied together is so good. It's a lot deeper than I originally thought it was. Just reading the first 2, we're like going back and reiterating things that happened in the first one and kind of explaining the meaning behind that, and I think that's very ingenious of our author to do. The story is just feeling like a lot more complete and tied together, which ultimately is what the final book in a series should do. But I'm enjoying the way this one's written. It makes sense. I feel like it would be enjoyable to a variety of audiences, whether you're reading for YA or as an adult. I think it could be good either way. This series is truly just so magical. It tells a story in such a unique way. I don't even really know how to describe it. It's not like you're your typical fantasy with like fates and romances and fae and like all the little stuff. It's so much more unique in like a magical sense, but I'm truly eating it up. And let me just tell you, reading this book has me even more excited for the Once Upon a Broken Heart, because our character Jax in this one is apparently a prominent figure in that series. So can't lie, I'm a little bit excited. But let's get to reading this book. I'm honestly determined to finish it today, just to tell you guys my thoughts, my final thoughts and feelings on it. So yeah, let's get back into it. I do think though, real quick, I think I want to run to Target because we're going out of town this weekend and there's a few little makeup products I need to buy from there. So maybe we'll listen to the audiobook in the car, come back, and we'll see where we're at from there. Bag secured. I didn't vlog it because I was nervous. But guys, I spent $25 on this. You're telling me this is $25? Hello. So I bought another of this. This is my literal holy grail mascara, the Essence Lash Princess. This is like the teal one. I don't know, I like the wand the best. And I'm trying this new primer because I'm running out. This is the L Primer Grip or Power Grip primer. I don't know, I just thought I would try it out. I've heard good things and it was like the most popular one on the shelf. So y'all know I typically use the poreless primer, but we're trying a new one. And then last but not least, I restocked on my concealer. This one's also from e.l.f., the hydrating camo concealer. I don't know, I just like the consistency of it and I like the coverage, so I get it in Fair Warm is my color, in case you're wondering. So yeah, $25 haul. This economy, yo, I can't. Anyway, let's go home. We've been listening to the audiobook on the drive and this book is getting juicy, guys. It's getting juicy. Let's go home and finish her out, give my final thoughts and feelings on it. Guys, we finished it! Yes, that's right, we officially finished Finale by Stephanie Garber. I went, got my makeup, listened to audiobook in the car, came back and was absolutely locked in finishing this book right here, guys. Like, didn't even vlog it because I was in it, to be honest. Like, locked in. Guys, this was so good. I think I'm gonna decide on probably a 4-star overall. Sorry if I seem a little caffeinated. I'm very caffeinated at the moment, okay? But didn't give me complete 5-star feelings, so I think I'm gonna settle on a 4-star just because I really enjoyed this book a lot. There was a little bit of drama going on that I thought was slightly unnecessary, but still really enjoyed it overall. I love the love triangle. Can't wait to see where our other character in the love triangle, where his romance goes, because I'm pretty sure that one is determined in the Once Upon a Broken Heart. And also, this like prediction of the future, I'm so curious to see if Stephanie Garber is gonna pursue that further in the Once Upon a Broken Heart. Like, I feel like that would be so good. Maybe we dive deeper into those characters because of this like trade-off we faced in this one. Guys, the theme of love was so strong and powerful in this one, as well as like family themes and really just going after what you truly care about and your heart's desires and what you know is right in the back of your heart. I just love the theme of love. Like, it's so wonderful. I don't know. As I mentioned before, the tie-ins to the other 2 books earlier on in the series and just the way that these connections led to bigger things in this one, I really enjoyed that so much. I love like the myths and like the folklore side of the fates in this one and kind of like uncovering more of the history. I feel like that was a nice world building addition. The only thing that I kind of was a little bit questioning was like some of the ways that the magic works. Like, we kind of were just given the fact that this world is magical and that's just how it is. Like, I was kind of questioning like the reasoning and like the way the magic works, but that kind of wasn't explained. But also, you could also argue that that was intentional and that magic is just magic and you're not supposed to question it and it's just there and it's its own kind of force. I don't even know if that makes sense, but overall, loved our characters, loved the story, the conflict was really good, the themes were really amazing. Yeah, really glad I read it. Now, I think I could go in and pick up another book in this video right here, but I think I'm gonna kind of wrap it up here just because I really do need to get this video uploaded, edited, and uploaded for you guys today because the video is gonna be posted tomorrow, actually. What am I if not always, you know, a little bit behind? That's okay. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed following me along on this little reading vlog today. If you liked it, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and comment down below your thoughts and feelings on these books, if you've read them, other books that you guys are excited to read, books you want me to read. And yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. I love you all so much and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.